found any. Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. The Tall Rabbit here.
Happy Sunday. Although you guys will probably be seeing this on Monday. But we wanted to really quickly let you know what we have going on. I know the last video when you guys saw us at the Fresh Market, and we are back here right now, by the way, sitting outside of Fresh Market. And I thought about the fact that we have not shared, exactly what we have going on. But I mentioned when we were in Fresh Market the last time and we were picking up a few things that my husband and I, we were doing a challenge. Actually, it started with our ladies at church. Now, our group at church is called Ladies of Grace. And by the way, those of you that follow our ministry, you kind of already have an idea of what's going on, because this one right here has just been so excited. He's been talking about it. So
it's that 9, 2.5.
I haven't. We'll do that later.
Okay.
So, when our Ladies of Grace, which is our women's ministry at church, whenever we get together, we have such a great fellowship. And one particular Saturday, we started talking about, a lot of us started talking about wanting to, lose weight and do some walking and try to get healthier and just get more active. So one thing led to another. So what we decided to do was create a group for those who wanted to do it with our ladies at church, and just see what we could do to get, start getting more healthier or more healthy. And what we've decided to do with the first week, right now when you guys are watching this, yesterday was 1 week. Yesterday we were 1 week in, right? Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. So today makes day 8 when you are watching this. So what we decided to do, and let me say this, we are not health professionals, we are not health coaches, we are not doctors, we are not advising anybody to do anything that we are doing or we have done, but just wanted to share because it's going to affect some things on our channel, definitely for this month. Like sweets, baby, we won't be baking any cakes because right now we can't eat any cakes.
God help us.
So we're not doing anything sweet. We are not doing carbs. So the first week, like last week, we were eating raw. So when you saw us shopping, we were getting everything to eat raw. Now, the ladies talked about doing this. My husband wanted to jump on the bandwagon because he wanted to support me. Okay. Now, the first week in us eating, we say, okay, well, let's start off doing raw. And in us doing that, that means exactly what it says, baby. Nothing is cooked. There's no sugar. All of that is eliminated out of our diet.
No meat.
No meat.
No sweets,
none of that.
No
so
bread,
really not really a lot of protein even that first week. No starch.
No starch, no meat, no breads, no sweet. I can remember the Tall Rabbit.
The Tall Rabbit. So we went straight, what's the word I just said? Raw. We went straight raw. Okay, we did that for a week. Now that we are on day 8, we can incorporate now some protein. We're going to start doing some meat. And I can do fruits this week. Now, I didn't do fruits the first week because I've been diagnosed a couple of years ago being pre-diabetic. So I've always wanted to know, because there have been times, have you guys ever experienced eating something and then maybe a little while later you feel like you're a little jittery, or, you just don't feel good? And I've never, other than going to the doctor, I've never checked my blood glucose level. So I decided, okay, well, let's do that. So I got me a glucose meter and I would check because I wanted to see what I was eating, what would cause my blood sugar to spike. Okay, so that's what I've been doing. But this week I'm going to incorporate some fruit. When I tell you I'm so excited because I love a Fuji apple. Do you hear me what I say? I love Fuji apple. So we are back here at Fresh Market to pick up some things. So we'll be doing this pretty much for the rest of the month. All of our ladies did not participate because, baby, when they learned that they had to stop that coffee and the creamer and couldn't do sugar and couldn't do them sodas, some of the ladies was like, never mind, no, we're not going to participate right now. So some of them have just made a conscious effort to kind of, back off the sugar, some of the carbs and the bread. And see, I love sugar, I love bread, I love sweets, I love desserts, and my relationship with all of those things are just not good. Yeah. So before we go into Fresh Market, I just want to share a couple of clips with you for this past week with me. It was just a couple of days because this past week was really, really rough for me. It was rough for both of us.
Amen.
Yeah. I'm saying it was a little bit harder for me because you were able to do fruits. So you got some natural sugar.
But you got to understand the work content that I was producing.
That's true.
So it balances.
Yeah.
God knew if two things were going to happen. If I wasn't able to have that fruit, I was going to quit. I was going to quit. That was right. One, but it could have been. Or I think it could have been bad for me. So it wasn't bad for me. And I didn't quit.
And I appreciated my husband supporting me because it makes all the difference in the world. But I kind of start crashing literally Wednesday. I really started, I don't know how else to describe it. Baby, I was crashing because my body was screaming for some sugar and some carbs, and I think I talked about that in one of my clips. So I'm going to share, and like I said, we're not trying to share a whole lot because I don't want anybody to feel like we're trying to advise them to do this because that's not what we're doing. So,
we're just taking you on a journey of where we're going.
Yeah.
What we're doing. So you guys can see and be able to say, okay, well, y'all lives we have been able to look into and see the things that y'all doing. Some things y'all say, man, these people crazy, and this may be one of them. But that's what we're doing, just letting you guys see what we are doing. We're by no means telling you this is what you ought to do, copy us. No, we're not saying that at all. That's not what we do. Anything of that sort, we would say consult your physician.
Absolutely.
And see what they say about it.
That, yeah.
And that way you can determine if that's something you want to or going to do. Always consult your physician, see what they say, and go from there.
So we've also been trying to increase our exercise a little bit. Several days I couldn't. I just did not have the energy. When I tell you I didn't have the energy, I did not. Y'all see me with my emergency hat on. I think someday this week I ended up plaiting my hair down, and I say, you know what? It's Sunday. We're gonna throw this on because that just is what it is. So let me see if there's anything else. Seemed like it was something else I was getting ready to say. I said the 30 days. Oh gosh, I was getting ready to say something else. I totally forgot.
So for me, guys, I'm drained. That's why you don't see me much talking. Hey, look, I am completely drained. But I did get to eat this morning. Yeah. Donna had gotten up and she fixed me. And see, my thing is I did not want to just rush into this and jump back into meat. Me, caveman, give all of it to me. No, we're not going to do that. So what I did is she fixed me like some eggs. I was able to eat protein. So some eggs this morning. What was the
little Canadian
bacon?
Yeah.
Nothing with grease like that that's gonna, because your stomach is definitely gonna recoil at this if this is all of a sudden coming in. And so the Canadian bacon was not much grease that would be made by that in the eggs. So that was good. So that's what we had.
What I was gonna say is I wanted to share because, like I said, it's gonna affect our content somewhat for this month. Not to mention, I need to get back outside and do some stuff on the patio. I thought maybe I'd be able to do that last week. But when I tell you I had no energy, I couldn't. I didn't even want to pick up my phone to text. Our daughter was texting us, and I texted her a couple of times, and then I just had to call her. I was just too weak. I just didn't feel like texting. My blood sugar level got quite low a couple of times. So, and that's why I really appreciated being able to kind of look at that. But I knew it was a side effect of, us going raw, and it's just.
And I can say the temptation, I don't want to cut you off, but the temptation that I was dealing with is Donna, she had just cooked me one of my favorite.
They saw the hibachi.
All time, my favorite meal. And that was in the house tempting me all of this time. Just sitting in the house.
Because you didn't eat all of it.
How can I eat all of it? You gave me a 1 day notice, and I tried to eat everything in 1 day, but the body could only take so much.
I know.
And so the rest of it, I was just angry looking at it.
Did I do that Friday or Saturday? Was it that Saturday?
All I know is I had a 1 day notice, Saturday.
Yeah,
because
Saturday,
Sunday I had to watch it and leave it alone.
Yeah, so we just wanted to share. So what we're going to do, I'm going to show you the couple of clips that I did, because I think I did the first day. I think I did day 1, and I may have done day 4, I think, when I started crashing. So it may be just 2 clips. I couldn't do anything else after that. I listened. It was a wrap. But I was determined, because with your flesh kicking and screaming, my husband was keeping an eye on me as it pertained to my blood sugar level, just to make sure that I was okay. And I was seeking professional advice. I knew what I needed to do just in case it got really low or too low, because it did go kind of low, but not low enough to where I needed to take some immediate action. But it did get low, and I could feel it when it was
concerning, very concerning. So I kept an eye on it, and being at work, was not able to be there with her and look over it and see, when that blood sugar drop, you can easily go into a coma. And nobody is there. So that was a concern for me, to make sure staying in contact with text. With me, like I said, my body makeup is a lot different. Was able to, it was at work, there's a lot I could not do, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was just a lot I could not do. And then come home and got to keep the yard, maintain the yard and things of that sort. So those type of things had to be done. Thank God for a self-propelled motor that pulled me up the hill, lean on me going down it. But nevertheless, she's good. I'm good.
So now that I can do fruits. And his cherries, I did eat some of his cherries. His cherries were so good. So I want to get some more cherries and get my apples and just a few more things. Like we can do peanut butter now. So we're still trying to be mindful of our sugar. So,
I was just
like
wishing
I said,
they had
we have the rest of the month to go.
What's the bread you get?
Well, I'm going to try the Ezekiel bread. One of our sweet ladies at church, she already does Ezekiel bread, and she does the plain one that doesn't have all of the grains in it. I kind of tasted it a little bit. I'm not too crazy about it, so we'll see. It might hold up on that, because I want you to taste it too.
When you're hungry, everything's going to taste okay. If all you ever ate was, if you've been to Tall Rabbit, everything gonna taste good. So for me, I'm looking forward to it. I just wish they had, the only thing I wish is they had like an all natural jelly that can be made
that's not sweet.
Yeah, just all natural jelly.
But even after we get through doing what we're doing, we can start incorporating some sugar, but it's just everything in moderation. That's the key to it. Everything in moderation. So. You good?
I'm good.
We're gonna look at these clips, and then we're gonna run into Fresh Market. If you guys have any questions, you feel free to ask. We'll see if we can answer. But in any event, I think that's it. We just wanted to let y'all know what was going on. So hopefully we can be outside this week doing some projects or something, and maybe going on some field trips. But I hope you guys just stay tuned in, and we're going to keep you posted too as to how our month is going. And I guess we will need to check back in with them. Let's do that maybe when we come back out of Fresh Market, because we want to let you guys know how much it's not to lose weight, but when you eat a certain way and you eat better, weight loss is a byproduct of it. So we're going to let you know how how much weight we lost this week, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so we're gonna run in Fresh Market, and then we'll check back in with you guys once we get back in the truck. Today is Sunday, June 1st, and I wanted to do an up close face to face, because at the end of, definitely at the end of these 30 days, and even, I don't know if I want to do at the end of the week, I don't know, definitely at the end of 30 days, I want to do a comparison of my face, my skin, just everything. I've heard when you eat raw, especially when you eat raw, that it changes, even your skin improves. So I'm definitely curious as to whether or not I'll see any like major noticeable changes. It's about, what time is it? I think it's probably about 6 o'clock in the evening Sunday. And I just finished. Sundays are pretty busy for us, and trying to get my exercise in before I eat or before I ate. It put me eating at about 5 o'clock. So, but so far today has been a great day. I've never drank so much water in all of my days, at least not plain water. And in me drinking half of my body weight, I'm not gonna say I couldn't. I didn't want to be overwhelmed at looking at like a big gallon of water, or even those water jugs that they have where they have the markings on them, where it, encourages you as you drink the water down. You're halfway done. Keep going. You're doing phenomenal. I didn't want to be overwhelmed and looking at all of the water. So what I got was the small little water bottles, and enough to take me through the day. And then that way, when I know I get to the last little water bottle, I'm done. But y'all, this morning in church, when I tell you I had to go to what I did was I packed up me a cooler, and I had all of my water bottles in there. They were cold. I put the cooler in the refrigerator the night before, and then the next morning, as we were getting ready for church, I put it in the freezer, and I had an ice pack in it. So I took that to church with me, because I just felt like if I don't drink water during the day, by the time we get home from church, it's maybe after 2 o'clock. Me trying to get all of that water in before I go to bed, or before like 7 o'clock, I just felt like it would be very challenging. So I was very intentional about planning, and I planned my water for the day. So that definitely helped. So as of right now, I have only 2 more of the little small bottles left to go. I'm getting ready to, within the next 30 minutes, do some rebounding. Right now we're doing 30 minutes in the morning before we eat, and after our last meal, which has to end, we stop eating at 6 o'clock. So our eating window is 10 to 6. So after my last meal, probably at least an hour later, do my 30 minutes of exercising. So I'm going to rebound for my 30 minutes. And then I'm sure, I know I'll get done with those 2 bottles of water. And I am so proud of myself for getting my water in, because I'm not a big water drink. Well, water is all I drink, but I'm so dependent and reliant. I rely on those little water flavor packets. So the fact that I've done so much plain water today is definitely a big win for me. I know some people may say, well, that's small. Baby, that's a big win for me because I don't do plain water. You guys, it's Wednesday, June 4th. I wanted to check in with you all and I'll do that from time to time during the week for the next 30 days. I just want to give you an idea of how I'm feeling. So we're 4 days in, and today I'm struggling. I feel really fatigued, but I know it's because of the withdrawal from sugar. You guys know how much do number one and I consume sugar. So I'm not hungry. I need to, I'll capture what my salad looks like today and insert it so you all can get an idea. We're very simple this week with us eating raw. I'm very simple with my salad, so I can't have fruit because I am diagnosed as being pre-diabetic. And what I do like about what we're doing is that I'm taking my glucose levels. I do that several times a day. Let me stop and say this. I'm sharing this with you just because we're family and I just want to share what I'm doing. I'm not a doctor, not a medical professional. I'm not advising you to do this. I'm not suggesting you try this. I'm just sharing what I'm doing. Um, for one reason, I had to let you know why we weren't in the kitchen this month, pretty much cooking, especially not anything sweet. We can't cook, y'all. Now, next week, when I can add, or we could add protein in, I could do some grilled or, grilled chicken and stuff like that. I can start adding protein back in. But even then, I won't be doing any baking. So I'll definitely share what I'll be eating because I'm just going to amp up my salads a little more next week. I'm so excited about that. But I don't think we'll be doing dairy. Um, Still won't really be doing, I'm not sure. I don't know that we'll be doing, I don't think we're going to be doing starches either, like bread. So, anywho, I just wanted to kind of check in to give you an update. I remember many years ago, this is different. This was back in 2006, I think it was. I felt led to go on a fast, and I did fruits and vegetables for 30 days. My body went through the most terrible withdrawals that I've ever experienced. Um, they were bad, and I know it was my body reacting to not putting any sugar in the body. So it was terrible. Hopefully, I won't get that bad this time, but if it does happen, I kind of know what to expect. So I'm just trying to take it easy. Right now, I've been doing great getting in my, I think, is it 96 ounces of water? I've been doing 96 ounces of water a day. So I've been doing great with that. Let's see. Yeah, 96 ounces of water. So I'm doing at least 8 of the little small 8-ounce bottles of water a day. And what I've learned, you guys, is that I can get them down better and easier if they're room temperature. I'm so surprised because my thought process was like, room temperature water, ooh. But what I'm learning is that I really have to change my thought process about certain things. And I'm able to get the water down better if they're not really cold. So it's definitely been a game changer for me, and I'm so proud of myself that I've been able to get my water in, because I've never ever in my life drank 96 ounces of water a day. I never drink water without the little water flavor packets. You guys, when I tell you I keep them on deck, I keep them in my purse just in case, or for whenever we go out to dinner, I can flavor my water. So this is definitely a big win for me, especially when there are things that I've told myself you can't do. I've always told myself you can't just drink plain water. But it's amazing what you can do when you put your mind to it. So I've been able to chug a lug 96 ounces of water, plain water. So I'm excited about that. So like I said, I just wanted to check in to let you know how I'm feeling. My blood glucose levels have looked great. I take them, like I said, several times a day. And I take them too before I eat. And then I wait for a couple of hours later and take it again to see if what I'm eating is causing my blood sugar levels to spike. So this has been great. So far, I've had no spikes, but I'm very curious to see what's going to happen next week when I'm definitely adding some apples in, and we're doing like berries. I'm not sure if we can do any kind of fruit next week because, grapes are just little sugar balls. So I don't know that I'll do that, but just we're taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. I'm just not trying to give a whole lot of details again, because I don't want people to feel like I'm trying to give them medical advice or advise them to do anything, because it is so important. It's imperative that you check with your medical professional before you do anything, especially changing your eating habits and even exercising, just making sure that whatever you're doing is safe for you. So in a nutshell, I'm eating raw for this first week, doing raw vegetables. So in other words, nothing is cooked. Nothing is cooked. And that's all I'm doing this week is vegetables. Okay. So like I said, we'll add in some protein next week. But in any event, this is my midweek check-in. We are 4 days in. I'm feeling it now, but I'm pushing through. And listen, I'll talk to y'all later because my water is kicking in. I need to go empty my bladder. Phew, that's better. I had to come back out here and get y'all. But look, I also meant to say, too, that I know that in my body feeling like this, it is screaming for sugar and carbs. Y'all, these cherries were so good. Baby, don't pass the cherries. Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. Thank you. Thank you.
It works. Baby, you sure we just need one bag?
No.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna get apples too. Let's see, where are my? Huh? Let me get apples. I may have some questions in a minute about making We can do our own peanut butter over there.
You most certainly can.
So it's nuts and what? Is there anything else in it?
I believe it has the ingredients listed straight on here.
Let's
I
go
prefer
look.
it, to be honest with you. I use almond butter a lot.
Really?
Well, I know it's expensive, but in terms of, I use a little bit of
And I
both.
have my camera on, but I don't
For
have
my
your
son,
face.
when you eat peanuts,
I have my camera on, but I don't have your face on my
Oh,
camera.
I don't
Okay.
care. Is
You
this
don't
for like
care?
social media?
Yes.
Or? Yeah, you can do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Cool
I don't
beans.
care.
All right,
It
thank
should
you.
have the ingredients listed on here, but the almond butter in particular, it doesn't separate. Like I tried the Costco brand, and it gets really oily after you've had it
Really?
for a while. It doesn't separate as bad. It's fantastic. Actually,
Is it
peanuts
possible
turn
to
sugar.
sample anything? Or you
I don't see
can't?
why not. You want to sample the almond butter?
Sure. Now, I'm a Jif girl.
It's really good. I promise.
Is it?
You. I think you.
Oh, it comes. Y'all, look how it comes out. Oh, my good. No spoon. I'm just going to have to turn this up. Ooh, wait.
I may have a spoon. Oh, she did it. Look at that. What a woman.
Ooh.
Isn't that nice? It's different. It's different than most almond butters I've had. It doesn't separate, and it
Wow.
tastes like thicker. You know, it doesn't taste like it's just going to disappear in your mouth. Like, it tastes like actual almond butter, the way it should taste, I feel. So, it's nice.
Okay.
I like it a lot.
Now, the difference, okay, this is the organic peanut butter as opposed to regular peanut butter.
Yes, and then the honey roasted if you're looking for something a little sweeter. Like, I'm big on apples. That's like, I try and have at least an apple a day. And the honey roasted is nice if you're looking for something like candy. Like, if you're craving sweets and you don't want to eat a sweet.
Is it natural sugar? It has that honey in it. I probably better stay away from the honey roasted.
Yes, it does
Let me
have
try
honey.
the peanut butter.
Absolutely, go right ahead.
Maybe get it on the edge. Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's very nice.
And
to be
then-
honest with you. None of it separates like
Ooh.
you would expect it to.
Oh, that's further down. That's further.
Right? It's so nice.
That's good.
So
Ooh.
are you like some kind of influencer or like?
I
you have a
am.
social media page?
Okay, I set y'all down on the shelf. Come taste it, baby. So this is the almond butter. Y'all, this is editing Miss Donna here. I'm sitting here editing this video, and I just got to the clip where my dude number one is tasting the peanut butter. Why do I look at that clip and I see a little piece of my hair that's that cinnamony copper bright color sticking out the side of this dark wig? Now, mind you, my dude number one, he's in the driver's seat, I'm in the passenger seat, which means we're here. He's looking at me talking. He sees me. He didn't say one word like, baby, some of your hair sticking out. Y'all, I told y'all I had this little hair plaited down up under this wig. Now, granted, okay, I guess technically it's my fault because when I pulled it back and put the clip, I usually do a spin around in the mirror, and evidently I didn't because I would have caught it. But from the front, it looked fine. Lord Jesus. I just had to point that out because I know some of y'all gonna see it. And I don't need y'all telling me in the comments that, Miss Donna, your hair is sticking out the side of that wig. Oh my goodness, y'all, I tell you. Listen, it be your own people. It be your own people. This is the almond butter. Y'all come over so they can see your face. Don't do that, babe. Turn this way so they can see your face. Come on.
I mean, it's not gonna look like
Why
it.
I feel like we so well sneaky? Come on now. Look at this. Baby, don't do that. You don't like it. What it want to taste the regular peanut butter?
Yes.
It's an almond butter. You don't like almonds?
Yeah, I like almonds, but I don't like almond butter.
It's
God, tastes like paste.
Is that better?
My tongue stuck to the roof of my mouth. I like the peanut butter.
You like the peanut butter?
Baby, taste it again to make sure.
Taste what again?
The peanut butter.
I like the peanut butter.
Did you guys see how you could really see all of the almonds in there? The lighting is probably not the best right here.
I'm going to the meat department.
Anywho, come on, y'all.
I love Fuji apples. Okay, so we're gonna do this one.
Y'all, per usual, he is where he's not supposed to be. Husband, come on.
Ooh, they look so good.
Come on here. You in the wrong department. Come on. Come on. They shouldn't have put those out there. Okay, let's see. What else? You get mad. You mad? You mad? Oh, don't look so sad. Baby, they tempt you going out the door with a cookie.
This fresh place is a setup. I mean, everywhere you go, set up a cookie. Look at the cookie they put up there for you, so you can't miss it.
Trying to get out the door, tempted.
Okay, we're back, guys. Listen, it has just been a long day.
A long week.
A long week. And you already got you're doing this. Your flesh is already acting up and acting out. So everything becomes a big thing. And so it's just the end of the day, guys. Get home, get a shower, and just try to recoup and for tomorrow to start a whole new week.
And it's Sunday and it's quite late and we've still not ate yet.
Do we know her?
Huh? Do we know her? Let me see. On this side?
Yeah, right there. Oh, we don't? She looked like somebody we know.
Oh, I know who she reminds you of.
Yeah. Okay. So that's what it is, guys. We're at the end. It's just one of those days. You never know how much food you can't eat till you see how much food is around. And it's just frustrating.
And then all that sweet stuff we were walking past.
I mean, my goodness. I figure if you're like in a fresh store or a healthy store, everything is healthy and fresh. But they seem to have more doggone...
It's just fresh. It's not a health store.
Okay. I'm just saying.
You're trying to make it healthy. It's just fresh.
As I seen for the first time, I seen almond butter. I ain't never in my life even heard such a thing.
It was good. Y'all see I picked up the peanut butter too. So y'all listen, if you believe in praying to the Lord Jesus, who is the Christ, him, y'all pray for us because we're going through the end of this month. Oh, we didn't tell them. We got to tell them how much we lost.
I lost
no, act like you don't know because you said it several times a day in church.
I'm not sure what I lost.
You're not sure what you lost,
I lost
babe.
so much.
You a trip.
But I know one thing, I don't worry about weight so much. I think I gave them 9 pounds, lost 9 pounds in a week. But my belt size went down 3 sizes. And it wasn't straining on that third one either. Because when I went to the second one, it was like jiggling up and down. The second was mine.
And if y'all hear the air is blowing because it's a little warmerish in here. I'm sorry, baby, go ahead.
So I went down 3 belt size. First I went down 1 loop. And then a couple of days later, I had to go down another loop. And then this morning when I got up, I was at my 2nd loop, but it was still kind of, and my pants felt kind of droppy. And so what I did is I went, like they was just too.
Droppy.
And so I went on and went down another one, and then it fit, everything fit right. So 9 pounds in 3 belt sizes in 1 week. Don't tell me what you can't do if you put your mind to it. I did it. So what's your excuse? I can understand your excuse too, because I'm telling you, some things you just can't give away. Oh, I mean, guys, I'm thinking about rice and macaroni and cheese and creamed potatoes, all of this stuff. So I understand, guys. So I say, what's your excuse? I understand your excuse.
And y'all, like we say, the weight loss is a byproduct I lost 12 pounds
Where am I looking at?
in
I'm
7
delirious.
days over here on this side.
I'm kind of delirious,
Yeah.
but I can see.
But it helped us having I lost 12 pounds in 7 days. And now that we're incorporating, some protein and some other stuff, the weight loss will be slower. But what was so helpful was, one, to have my husband do this with me, and two, the little Facebook group that we created that's just for our church ladies. It helped being able to, share with each other during the day, like if we were having a rough day. Because, honey, I know it was several posts that I put out there to let my sisters know, y'all, I am struggling. I'm on the struggle bus today. But we survived. We made it. So, again, our content will be a little different for this month. But you guys enjoy being on the patio and being outside and going on field trips. So that's what we're going to do. And then we'll just see what happens after the end of this month. You good, babe? Is that everything? All right, and I hope I told you guys how much water I was trying to drink. I can't remember. I probably did in my other clips. I've not reviewed those clips that I did in between us going to the store. So hopefully I told you how much water I was drinking, which was like, 90, how many ounces? 12 of the 8 ounce, 12, 8, 96, about 96 ounces of water a day.
Bottles. Just get it over with.
No, that's too much. I got to bite that, eat
Give me a
that,
jug.
or drink that elephant one drink at a time. Because I can't look at a big gallon of water and have to drink it.
But them bathroom runs 2 and 3 and 4 in the morning is just crazy.
All right, you guys, listen, we are tired. We're still sluggish. Really, because this has been a journey. But we appreciate you all so much for hanging out with us. And I hope that you will hang out with us outside too with the birds. Oh, and let me say this. Let me apologize. I know when I did the hibachi, when I was outside on the grill, me still trying to get used to this microphone, I had the microphone clipped to my apron. And I need to have it clipped to I should have had it clipped to my shirt, and it would have been closer to my mouth. So I'm going to try to do better with this microphone and make sure I have it clipped up there in hopes that it will help you guys that were struggling to hear me. Okay? Yeah, I appreciate you. Listen, if you've not subscribed, yeah, you can do that so we can see. I thought you was going to go that way so you could.
I'm going over here across the street.
Oh, I thought you. Okay. If you've not subscribed, please consider doing so.
By hitting the nosy. That's that notification bell. And that lets you know everything that we'll have going on over in here.
Over in here. Over here in the truck, and on the patio, in the kitchen. Whatever it is we are doing. We do appreciate you guys so much, really.
If any of you are going to eat some steak or some meat, please savor it a little bit.
Baby, you can eat steak now.
Okay, I can, but I'm just saying. Okay,
you just can't eat all that canned stuff.
Okay, if any of you guys going to eat creamed potatoes or rice with gravy or macaroni and cheese, just
eat a little bit for us.
Just a little bit.
Eat a little bit for us. All right, you guys. We love you guys. Thank you all so much for watching. We already look forward to you joining us, or maybe me, on the patio or wherever. Again, next time. Bye.